Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by. So today's video is a continuation of a week in my life video. This is part 2. Part 1 is already uploaded and live, so if you've not watched that video, you can watch it. And these are just highlights from the previous video. I went to church, I visited the Uganda Museum with a friend of mine, and we also had lunch as well. There was a lot in the previous video, so I really recommend that you watch it. And today's video is a continuation. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. Enjoy the video. Hi guys, first of all, I'm so tired. Finally went to do my nails from the guy in the neighborhood. I decided to do gel because I wanted to do normal varnish, but then I was like, okay, I think let me do gel. Then I wanted to do white nails, but then after I was like, okay, before I had white nails, then I do white nails again. I'm the kind of person who loves to try different things. So since I have like bright colored blue on my fingertips, I was like, I'll find like a light pink, because I also bought white shoes. I bought white shoes. So I was like, okay, if I've bought white shoes, I'll show you guys the shoes tomorrow, because I needed shoes and I found a nice place for shoes. So I got some shoes. So I was like, okay, I can't do white because the shoes are white. Then I'm like, now if they're white, then my nails are white. Really doesn't make sense. So I needed a little bit of color, but not very bright, because I already have bright nails. So I did a light pink that I'm going to show you guys. Hey guys, good morning. I'm just finishing to dress up. So today is what, Tuesday. I told you guys yesterday I was supposed to go to shop, but then the salon that I wanted to go to, they had no offer, so I had to find a salon in the neighborhood. I came late in the evening. Then the guy did a good job. I was like, okay, I'm going to negotiate and give him 10K, because he really did a good job with my nails. And then he told me to try gel, because I told you here before that that what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Yes, I told you that I usually love to do if you watched my previous videos, I love to do normal varnish on my toenails. I just don't like to put my nails through UV light. I already put them through UV light when I'm using my hands. And I always make sure that I wear sunscreen when I do that. So I'm like, it's too much, because I also love my feet so much. So I usually do normal varnish on my feet, not gel. But this time I was like, okay, let me try something new and do the gel. But anyway, that aside, I'm heading to town to shop. I was thinking of going to Carrefour, but then I on my Instagram, I shared certain tights. I'll put the video here, and the people on Instagram want the number to those tights. So I was like, now instead of going to Acacia Mall, I might spend too much transport coming from where I come from, then go all the way to Acacia Mall, then put in money, go to town. That would be a lot of money. So I'm thinking maybe I can shop the things that I want to shop from Mega Standard. Now, one thing about Mega Standard is a supermarket in Kampala. It's in downtown Kampala, for my subscribers who are not Ugandan. The good thing one thing about Mega Standard is it's affordable, yes, but there are certain things that they have that are expensive. So when you come to what do they call it? When you come to the air fresheners, they're very affordable, 8,000 Ugandan shillings. I always share those things on my Instagram. The sprays are like cheap, 15,000. But there are certain things about Mega Standard that are pricey. So I feel like it depends on what you want to shop. If you're looking for like affordable sunscreens, if you're looking for like affordable perfumes, you go to Mega Standard. If you're looking to buy affordable gifts for like a wedding, you go to Mega Standard. But if you're looking to shop for home, let's say buy things like yogurt, buy things like biscuits, buy things like snacks, Capital Shoppers Nakasero is your place. There is a way Capital Shoppers is affordable via their body washes, especially if you're the kind of brand like person. So the last time I need a body wash, but the last body wash I used was Dermomade. I bought it from Carrefour. It was cheaper, and also I like to try new things, and I also don't like to stick to brands. So if something is affordable and it does the same job, me, I will buy it. I don't have that thing of, I specifically use this one product. No, please. If there is a new body wash on the market that is nice, that I love, I'm definitely going to buy that one. So, yeah, so I'm thinking I will try maybe Dove, because the Dermomade that I got, okay, it was nice, but it doesn't stay on the body, if you know what I mean. Because like sometimes at the end of the night you want a body wash that you will use and it stays on the body, and I feel like Dove that does that for me. Dove or this Nivea. So I'll choose between Nivea and Dove, but I think anyway, we shall go together and you see where I'll buy whatever I buy from. But basically, that's it. Then another thing I wanted to share is a tip. Hold on, I am coming back. So, I'm back. I wanted to share a tip for the people who are on here. I know a lot of content creators, Ugandan content creators, watch me and watch my videos. Shout out to you guys. I love you so much. But if you're the kind of person who goes out a lot, like if you see like us content creators, most times we are out a lot. You're probably invited to a bar, or you're looking for content for a specific thing, or someone maybe calls you and says, I want you to come review our restaurant, can you please come at this time and at this time. So you have to have disinfectant. I use the Roberts. It kills germs fast. Roberts is made in Nairobi. So like I told you guys, I'm not a brand person. So the last time I went to buy, Dettol is like the one that we've always used from a young age. But this is 7,000. The Dettol equivalent of this one is over 15K. So I was like, but wait a minute, everything is antiseptic. Disinfectant, kills germs. I googled, it's a reputable company. I was like, my dear, I'm going with a 7K one. So I bought this one from Mega, but you can also find it at Carrefour. If you find it at Carrefour, it will be like 7,200 shillings. If you buy it from Mega Standard in downtown Kampala, it will be like 7,000. Then the big one, I think, is like over 15,000 or something like that. But anyway, this is not sponsored, by the way. Roberts has not sponsored me to do this. So, what I wanted to say is that you can use it to, what do they call it? I was saying, like, when you're a content creator, usually go out to the bars. You end up using the public toilets, and remember, public toilets have a lot of people. And also, I know there are people who watch me here who are party people who are always out at night. Same applies to you. Please buy disinfectant. Make sure you have this disinfectant, because you're using public toilets, you're touching different surfaces. So at the end of the night or the next day, you can always shower your disinfectant. Let's say if you've left a night out. Now, like me, usually when I go out for the band nights, the things that you see me shoot, when I go out to a restaurant, I make sure that I have showered with disinfectant after I am back. If I come back and I'm too tired and maybe I sleep, I'll make sure in the morning, the first thing I do is shower with disinfectant. So please get this, and I'm very serious, by the way. Please get yourself disinfectant. Unless you're the kind of person who works at home and you're very secure with your bathroom and you're very secure, you know, okay, I use my, but even then there is certain bacteria in the bathroom, because you can't tell me, unless you have a maid who cleans every day, or you have a cleaning company that cleans every day, or if you yourself you clean every day. But if you don't clean every day, disinfectant is a must-have in your bathroom. Please, please, please. It will save you from so many infections. It will save you from, because now if you get an infection, then you spend more money on what? On the infection. So get disinfectant. So that is it. Now I'm going to have breakfast. I don't know if I'll show you guys what I'm having for breakfast, because I feel like it's like the normal thing that I had the other night. I don't think I have any, because I didn't shop, so I don't have any bread. Neither do I have what? I have like 2 eggs. I think okay, another thing I need to buy is eggs. I think I need to start making my list. So yeah, I think I'm going to just have like fry 2 eggs and tea, because I also do not have milk. So yeah. So much, so I use every excuse to end up at that mall. So I ended up doing my shopping from Carrefour instead of town. So I'm just going to show you a few of the things because I'm very tired. If you want to see the other things that I bought, you can let me know and I will include that in like the next video, because I want this video to be like 40 minutes. I also don't want it to be too long, but you guys can let me know if you enjoy this longer video, then maybe I can do 40 minutes and above. But I'm trying to do either 30 minutes or 40 minutes, so that I do maybe 30 minutes and then I include the rest of my days in like the next video that can be up probably tomorrow. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you prefer long videos, or if you prefer long videos cut into short videos, like we can then do 30 minutes one video and 30 minutes the next video. Because I feel like the longer videos, like when I do the band videos can be long because it's music. You can enjoy music throughout the day. That drinking chocolate is disturbing me because it's not supposed to be there. So let me first remove it. Okay, so I'll just show you a few of the things because I'm also tired. Maybe I'll show you the things that I got a good deal on. I got this Carrefour. Carrefour is doing a sale for this fabric softener. So if you can't get it, please buy it. So the one I bought was Lotus and Jasmine, but there was musk. So I smelled the musk and I smelled the Jasmine, and I'm like, oh, the Lotus and Jasmine is giving what it's supposed to give. So if you're male, musk is better because it's a less strong scent. But if you're a lady, get this Lotus and Jasmine. They have a sale right now at Carrefour. Instead of it being 19,000, it's 9,500. Then the other thing I bought was a body wash. I'm only going to show you 3. If you want the other things, let me know and I'll include them in the next video. So this is the body wash. It's called, I was supposed to buy Dove, but I told you guys I am not attached to brands. So I bought this body wash. It must have been like 9.5. I'll check on my receipt and put the cost here. and it's called Berry Filled Extra Moisturizing. The brand is called Yenbu, and it's from Nairobi, Kenya. So I smelled the berry and I loved it. So I was like, okay, this body wash is nice. Then the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about these body washes, do not use them every day. They are not extra moisturizing. Me, I buy my body washes for nights when I feel like smelling nice before I go to bed. Yeah? But it's not advisable to use body washes every single day because some of them are very strong scented. This is a very strong scented one, so you need to use it like twice a week or nights when you want to smell good, probably for something or whatever it is. If you're an adult, you've gotten what I'm saying. So Dove, you can use Dove every day because Dove is dermatologically tested. You can use Nivea because Nivea is dermatologically tested. But these ones, I'm not sure if they are. So that is why it's advisable that you don't use them every day. You would rather use the disinfectant every day. Then the other thing I bought were eggs. I told you guys how I didn't have eggs. And I'm such a sandwich person. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm those people who sandwich everything. Like I'm good with making sandwiches. So I bought the eggs. I'm trying to open them. I bought this tasty yellow yolk. Now there was another one that is in brown boxes if you shop from Carrefour before you know them. So they give you 15 eggs at 15k, I think. But I was like, this tasty yellow yolk, there's a time my cousin used to buy it and it's actually very tasty. So I was like, you know what? Opening this thing is very hard. I want to open it so that I put them in the fridge as we chat. So I was saying, I think I have to cut it so that I don't break my eggs. So please ignore the sound. Maybe I should place the camera somewhere else. Let's see. Let me press. Okay, let's put it there. So I was saying, I saw the other, what do they call it? The other eggs, which are 15 at 10k. I'm also one of those people who can be budgeting when I'm buying things. So I was like, but why are we buying 15 eggs at 10k, yet we can buy 12 at 7k? Since I was over shopping today. So that's how I ended up buying the ones of 7k. So these are 12 eggs at 7k. But the reason why I like this yellow yolk, first of all, I'll tell you, the other eggs are actually cheaper, the normal ones. But the yellow yolks, I'm someone who loves making Korean food. This thing is annoying. It has finally opened. So I was saying I'm someone who likes making Korean food. Let me just first cut this thing. Morning. Today is Wednesday. So I needed to wash. I realized that I washed the other day, but I hadn't washed my towel. Also, I'm those people who like once the towel gets dirty, I don't want it to touch my body. Actually, I'm trying to save money so that I have because I used to travel a lot. Like those days when I used to do tourism and what, and I just loved the fact that you'd have fresh towels every day. So I want to save enough money where I have 5 towels so that I use a towel once in the morning and in the evening, and I don't use it again. So, because when it starts, like when it passes 3 days, I just feel like that towel is so dirty. That's why I never put it on my face. But anyway, that aside, so I realized I needed to soak my towel. Then the other thing also about me is that I'm those people who, I don't know, like I'm a finance-ish person. I'm not really a finance person, but I'm like those people who, like, I have a budget. Actually, someone was telling me on my Instagram, they're like, I love how you're disciplined. But I love to buy things, but I also know the importance of financial budgeting. And I learned that from my dad. So I'm someone who tracks down my expenses. If you see, actually, I forgot my diary at my friend's place, and I've been so stressed because the fact that I cannot write down my expenses disturbs me a lot. So one thing that my dad taught me was to write my expenditures every day and how much money has come in. So in his diary, he had a place where he would put, if he receives money, he would write it down. If someone he works with, or maybe she tells him, she gives him 50K, he would write it down. So also me, every time someone gives me money, I write it down. And every time I go shopping, that's why I like using card. I use Equity Bank, of which Equity Bank is such a funny bank, but that's a whole story for another day because I feel like I need to leave Equity. I'm really tired of trying to find the ATMs. The last time I was in hospital, the people who follow me on Instagram know that I've been on bed rest and I couldn't pay because apparently their machine was down. I was like, okay, if your machine is down, it's fine. Let me go try to find the closest ATM. So I decided to find, either if you're here and you work with Equity Bank, please take back this feedback because I'm tired of complaining and there is really no change. So I'll tell you what happened. I went to the machine. I think the closest to me that time was Wandegea. So I go to the Wandegea thing. I want to withdraw money. Remember, I'm at the hospital. Those people couldn't pay my bill. I couldn't pay my bill because their machine was down. I tried to explain to them, you know me, this is what I do. I showed them my cards. I showed them my national ID. Can you give me time to go? They're like, no, we don't trust you because and I understood because there are people who are generally difficult people and they'll tell you, I'm coming back, and they don't come back. So I was like, you know what, Rita, just jump on a border quickly. And sick as I was with my border guy, we go to Equity one day gear. The machine is not working. Even my own border guy was frustrated. He even told me, he's like, why don't you leave that bank? So we go to Equity, the machine is not working. I talked to that guy. I'm like, can you talk to these people too? Because also the other thing is that I've worked in a bank before. So I know how banks work. I know what the job descriptions are. I know how this thing works. You guys can really go up there and tell the manager to work on making sure that there is cash. Because it's a Friday, it's a busy day. Make sure you have cash on those days. So anyway, the askari I think also couldn't do much. So I decided to go up to the marketing person. Then the marketing, it's like, you go and tell the person they'll work on you. I will go tell the guy. The guy first told me, you mean it is not working? I was like, okay. It's only when I told him my story of how I need to pay a hospital bill, I need that medicine, they have worked on me, I really need to pay the money. That's when you saw that he was like, I think it's like, this is serious. Then he followed up, then that's why they put the cash. But I feel like it's very unserious because as a customer, I shouldn't have to come and explain to you why I need money. So I had to first explain to him because we were there with some guy. I told the guy, you know what, let's go explain to him that we really need the money. So I had to explain to him, I am sick, they are waiting for me to make payments, please can you put cash? Because also when you don't withdraw from the ATM, they charge you 10,000. Do you know what 10,000 shillings can do in this Kampala? So I'm like, I really can't spend 10K because when you're withdrawing from the account, you have to spend 10K. I was like, I can't do that. But anyway, they ended up fixing it and I ended up getting the money. That was strike number 1. Strike number 2, I needed to make payment for a certain perfume. You know, now we are into Arabian perfumes anyway. So I needed to try an Arabian perfume, which is very nice, by the way. Maybe I'll show it to you in the next thing because this video is becoming too long. So now I needed to pay for an Arabian perfume. So the girl tells me, you know, delivery things, how they work. She's like, okay, Bichi, I'm in Chevando, make sure you make the payment, what. So I rush, I'm like, okay, let me go to one day to make the payment. That was another day now. The girl brings the perfume. I tell you, no, Bambi, Insta shops. I think you need business, online shops, but it's really not good. Like, it's good when you pay those people beforehand. So I told her, like, as the person is delivering, let me be running to the bank. So that the person at the bank finds me ready with your cash. So the border guy comes. The machine is again not working. This time there is no cash. I go to Church House, same story. Church House, I was like, really? Okay, I understand that One Day Care branch is a small branch. Maybe there can be no cash, but this is head office. How can head office not have an ATM machine working? How can head office? We were there for over an hour and everyone was complaining. Everyone was only that they had a good askari who also I liked his work ethic because he stayed on the side of the company, which as a work ethic person, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take the customer's pain, but also make sure that your brand is there. So that is my rant for Equity Bank. Equity Bank, Bambi, Finga Bana Uganda. Bambi, that was the last day. I was like, you know what? I'm also a patient person, but I give chances, but then there is where you reach and really it is too much because that affects your reputation, especially if you're someone like who is a content creator. You don't want it to be out there that you're the one making payments late, because also when I'm working with brands, I want my payment up front. Want you, if we have done our contract, if we've talked, at least 50% should be on the table before I can give you the work that you need. So I don't also like it when I order from brands and then I'm telling them stories. I'm like, please, of course they are nice because as business people, but there is nothing as good as making your payment immediately and then receiving your product. You get what I'm saying? Especially for online businesses. These online businesses are run by young youth. They are people are trying to make it in a system that may not be as easy in the middle of a recession. So you want Bambi, they get their money. Even then they feel happy when you tell them, come please, the cash is here. So Equity Bank, I really think, but if you people have any banks that you know that are nice, I have an account in UBA, but I've not used UBA. But one thing I liked about UBA, they were quick. And this is not sponsored, by the way. UBA via international payments, that is the bank to go to. I'm telling you. UBA is good when you want to make online payments. They are good with follow-up. They are good when you've traveled. Actually, I used to like them because when I would travel, it was easy for me to make my payments. I never had issues. These things of you need to use your Visa card, Bichi, they've already worked on it. And if anything happens, my God, they contact you, they call you, they talk to you, they follow up, they send emails, they do everything. So I commend UBA. If you work for UBA Bank, you guys are doing an amazing job via that. So that is basically my rant, and I do these rants because I know there are people who watch me who work in either the banking industry or work with banks. So please take back this feedback. What I want to tell you is that my magic Omo is done. Oops. So I'm those people who, like I was telling you, I make a list, and if the thing is not on the list that day, I don't buy it. I find ways of making it work. And that is because I'm trying to train myself to buy things that I need. I do not want to be an impulse buyer. I do not want to have 16 types of body washes, which tell me that I should have like 2 or at most 3, because why do you have 3 types of body washes? Anyway, that's just me. So I'm supposed to buy Omo, I use Magic. You know, I'm like a buy Uganda, build Uganda person. So really, Magic is the brand that I like. So now I need to wash my towel and I had to scrape the Omo because Omo was not on my budget yesterday. So basically that is how this morning is. I'm supposed to go see my friend Vicky, spend the day with her, maybe cook something nice. I don't even know what I will take for her. I don't know whether we should do okay, I'm also an overlover of chicken. So I'm thinking maybe either we should do chicken, but I've seen this place where to dine. Where to dine is my friend Martina. By the way, if you need info on restaurants, Martina is the person to follow. I can stalk Martina's page. Every time, I keep telling her, every time I want to go to a restaurant, I just go to your page. So, because she gives honest reviews. I'll leave her post down below. Martina, she's called Where to Dine on Instagram. I'll leave it, I think, in like the description box. Anyway, so what was I saying? So I was saying I'm going to Vicky's place. We're going to cook food. Also, this day in the live videos become too busy. I can't really show you every single thing. So I'm going to have breakfast. The breakfast is going to be on my Insta stories. I post a lot of my breakfast on Insta stories because it's easy for me to take a photo. It's tiring to film every single thing. So my breakfast will probably be on Instagram. I always share my breakfast there. I think I'm trying to decide if what I should carry, whether I should carry chicken, because chicken is easier to cook, or there is something that Martina posted over the place is called Sky Meat on Instagram, and they have like shredded pork, they have what. So I'm thinking maybe I can see if they can deliver to us to Vicky's place. I'll see what is cheaper, me passing by their shop and buying, or me going straight to Vicky's place. Then you can see if you can order from them online and then they deliver, then you can cook the food. Time check is I think 10:30 a.m. With chapati and rice.